Rob, Aaron Nola has not allowed an earned run in 3 straight starts now. The clincher, the second game of last series, the third game of this series. What can you say about how he's risen to the moment for the first time in his career here in the postseason?
Yeah, I don't think you can say enough about it, really. I mean, his stuff, his makeup, his toughness, his resiliency, he's done it all. And I thought his stuff was really good tonight. I thought his curveball tonight especially was as good as I've seen it this year. Yeah, he's just pitched extremely well for us.
On the left.
Rob, you haven't been here for their entire tenure, but you've been here for a lot of what Aaron and Rhys have gone through. How good do you feel for them right now that, they were the major players, especially early in this game, with this crowd after an 11-year drought?
Yeah, I'm so happy for them. Aaron's been here a long time and pitched, like in the Cy Young conversation every year almost, and hasn't had a playoff start to show for it until this year, and so I'm happy for him. I'm really happy for Rhys. Rhys is, he does so much in the community here. He's hit a lot of big homers here. He's taken a lot of grief since the last game we played just because of the error. So I'm so happy for him, and there again, there's toughness there, and I'm just so happy for both of them.
Rob, just your overall impressions of how the team attacked Spencer Strider in the third inning there after how, electric he looked in the first 2 and the success he had against you guys earlier this season?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he got tired, but it just kind of looked like the stuff went down a little bit. And I think the at-bat that really got us going was Stott's at-bat, how he was grinding, fouling pitches off, and then I think it was a slider that he hooked down in the corner. And then we just kind of added on from there. They walked Schwarb, and Hoskins hits the big 3-run homer, and then Harper follows it up with a 2-run homer, and it was a huge inning, it really was.
The back.
Rob, do you know who's starting tomorrow?
Yes, Syndergaard will start.
And how big was it to make it through that game without having to use him, Falter, those guys?
Yeah, it was huge, and getting the huge lead, we didn't have to use Sir Anthony, didn't have to use Eflin, didn't have to use Bellotti. So we feel like we're set up pretty good tomorrow.
With Syndergaard, is that like he's going to go 4 or 5 innings, or just one time through the rotation?
We'll see.
Yeah, yesterday, Rob, you said that this team, after that long road trip, to get into the playoffs, and then those first 2 series in both St. Louis and Atlanta, needed that day off. How much of a difference did that make? Zach Eflin was saying that you guys came with a little renewed energy today. Yeah, we did, and I thought that we did need the day off at home just to clean up some stuff. People have personal things to take care of, and I thought the fact that we stayed over in Atlanta and flew on the day off helped us out so that we weren't flying through the night. Guys don't sleep on the plane typically, but their kids will. And then the kids are up in the morning, and now the guys can't sleep all day long. So I thought it was good that we did that. But yeah, I think there was a couple of things. One, we needed the day off for some energy. 2, the crowd gave us energy. I mean, that's as loud as I've been around, and it was just fantastic. They went from first pitch to the last pitch, and that was unbelievable.
I'm sorry. Rob, beyond Syndergaard, do the circumstances, potential clinch, potential Game 5 one day after, do they change how you handle your pitching staff at all, or the decisions you make?
I guess it all depends on where we're at in the game and what the score is, if that answers the question. Yeah.
I want to go back to the third inning. You guys are an aggressive team normally, but you scored all 6 runs on 4 pitches. Was there did you see something there say, let's go get them first pitch each time? Because it was first pitch.
Yeah, not necessarily. I think guys just saw some pitches they could hit, and they got after it, because that's how we sort of play it. We don't say, okay, we're going to work this guy, or we're going to be aggressive against this guy. We're going to get a good pitch to hit, and lay a good swing on it. That's it.
Got one last question. Nope. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, Aaron. You've been on a really good run here, but was tonight more special because it was your first playoff game at home in front of a crowd like that? And what were you thinking when you got that ovation when you came out in the seventh?
Man, it's so awesome. Yeah. It's been a while since we've been in the playoffs here, obviously, and to see the fans like what they were tonight is awesome, and the hitters, what they did tonight as well, just sparked it up even more, in my opinion. And it's just a fun night, and it's a great team win right there.
What were you thinking when you were walking off?
The ovation. Just kind of bummed I didn't get that RC out right there. I put a good swing on a cutter. Didn't get away enough, but that's pretty cool. Pretty cool that the fans, they stood up for me right there. It was awesome.
Aaron, you've been on this role, and this is a Braves team that you face a lot, all the time. You face them more than any other team. Does that change the way you attack a team going into a start like this?
Not really. The plan is to get the leadoff guy out and really execute all my pitches as best as I can. I know they're going to be aggressive up there, and face them a lot. They know all my pitches. I know them as well, but it just comes down to executing.
Aaron, you had to answer questions about September the last few years. In October, you haven't allowed a run yet in 3 starts this month. Just what has this month been like for you? And when you look back at how far maybe you've came from the way you know how to now finish the season.
I don't really hang my head on my Septembers. I just try to go out and stay focused and not try to be anybody I'm not, and try to make all my pitches. And I feel like I've had some bad starts then and some bad luck as well. But it's a new month. I try to treat it just the same as I do every other start. Try to treat tonight just like every other start. Try not to be anybody I'm not. Try not to do anything I'm not capable of doing or haven't done all year. Just to be myself.
Scott.
Aaron, did any former teammates that were on the last time the Phillies made a postseason reach out to you? Anyone that you played with, leading up to this?
I honestly hadn't checked yet. Hadn't checked my phone yet about that. But it's cool seeing on the video board some former guys that played for the Phillies and World Series team over here and been in a lot of playoffs, so it was pretty cool.
Were you able to talk to someone like Rhys about, what all of this meant, being through, some rebuilding kind of teams to get to this point?
I hadn't talked to him tonight. What a game by him, though. It's awesome. But, obviously talking, we clinched the wild card, and then clinched in St. Louis, gave each other big hugs. But, like you said, we've been on some teams that, lost a lot and, kept inching our way up every spring training. The team's getting better. The guys are getting better, getting closer as a group, and finally made that push this year. So it's been fun so far, but, we got tomorrow to take care of.
In the back.
Speaking of Rhys, what did you think of his bat slam after the home run?
I was down in the tunnel, actually, but that was awesome. I feel like you don't see that too much when they intentionally walk somebody in front of you and the next pitch hit a homer. I think that sparked everybody, and so happy for him right there. Big hit right there. I think that sparked a big rally.
Right here.
Aaron, their first inning, they get 2 guys on. You have that 8-pitch battle with Olsen before he gets on. But you got out of that inning with just throwing 16 pitches. How big was that to kind of pay dividends later?
Very big. Those guys are good at putting pressure, applying pressure, and they got some guys that steal bases when they get on. I just was trying to make good pitches right there and try to let them keep the ball in the infield. But it worked out well. Got out the inning.
Front left.
Aaron, what do you think it is about Rhys that he's able to handle some adversity and come through in moments like that? He has the grounder in Game 2, but then he comes back here and gets the hit of the game in Game 3.
He just keeps pushing. He don't ever hang his head. Been with him for quite a while now, and I never see him hang his head, no matter what the outcome is, or if he made an error on first base, doesn't matter. He's always pushing through. Always got that confidence that he's going to make the next play, he's going to get the next hit. It doesn't really surprise me what he did tonight.
Take one last question, left side.
I know you said you were down in the tunnel for Rhys's home run, but just that innings playing out, 6 runs, pitching change, long layoff. I'm sure you'll take the 6 runs, but just when you went back to the mound in the 4th inning, how'd you stay locked in, and just what were your thoughts as that 3rd was playing out?
Trying to stay loose. After a while, I was stretching a little bit and riding the bike a little bit just to stay loose. A little chilly tonight, so with long innings like that, you can get a little bit tight and tighten up, but I feel like I stayed loose pretty well.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.